I don't know why. Hi guys, welcome to Educating Shanny, where every Thursday I answer your questions. I'm Shanny and I'm recovering from an eating disorder. Hi Shanny, hi! My dentures are feeling a little loose today, so sorry if I sound a little bit worse, and if they fall out, then they fall out. Hopefully, I'm trying out different glues and it's really fun and exciting. So I hope they don't fall out. Also, I'm starving, and so I have a banana and I'm going to eat it whilst I talk to you, because I've heard there's this study going around that says that if you are hungry, you should eat something. So I'm gonna do it. Okay, so let's get into your questions. Okay, Rain Hale, is that really your name? Rain Hale? Because it looks like a real name. It's spelled R-A-Y-N-E-H-A-L-E. Because that's freaking amazing. Okay, so Rain says, what was your favorite sport when you were able to do sports? What exercise makes you happy, and how are you trying to incorporate exercise back into your life, considering your health often hinders you? That's a good question. So first of all, what was my favorite sport when I was able to do sports? Does making cards count? And crafting? I wasn't a very big sports player, but I will say that my favorite sports to play are soccer and volleyball and... Okay. What exercise makes you happy? I don't know, because I've never really, I mean, I guess I used to exercise in high school, but I was obsessive about it, so I don't think I ever enjoyed it. I don't enjoy exercise. I'm not one of those people. Not many people do enjoy it, but some people really actually do. I don't know, but I guess probably walking was my favorite. I like the elliptical, and I like machines. I'm big on machines, or just walking outside, but I don't like to run outside, only because, well, first of all, I can't run right now, but also I've always been way too self-conscious to run out in public. So if I do go outside, it's either just to walk or ride my bike sometimes. I don't know. And how am I trying to incorporate exercise back into my life, considering my health often hinders me? Well, as of late, you guys know that obviously my body is still struggling big time. And even though I'm not binging and purging anymore, and I'm not starving myself, I'm not doing any of those things, my body is still in recovery and very, very sick. It's been so long that I've not been able to exercise or do very much physically at all. So for me, like, every day I've been trying to do something physical around the house, which to you might sound stupid, but to me, like doing the dishes, to me that's a workout for me right now, because that's the most I could do right now. Or cleaning my kitchen, or cleaning my bedroom, or cleaning my bird cages, or whatever. Like, one little chore at a time is pretty much what I can do at this point. So okay, Tammy Gray says, hi Shanny. Hi, you are awesome, sweetie. Thank you, you're awesome too. We all love you and support you. My daughter has an eating disorder, and it hurts me to see her like this. She is a tiny little thing, and she is 25 years old and lives on her own. My question is, how can I help her? I really don't know what to do for her besides just be here for her and love her. I really just need some advice. Sending love and hugs. That's a great, I love you too. That's a great question. I wish my mom was here to answer that, because I don't know, I'm not a mom, but I would say that what I appreciate from my mom through all of this, through everything, through my when I was deep in it, from now that I'm almost fully recovered from it, like, no matter what I've been going through, my mom has always been nothing but straight up supportive all the time. And not supportive of my eating disorder, but supportive of me being healthy and happy in any way she could. And that would change in different phases of my life. Sometimes that would mean me coming to live here with her because I was suicidal and I couldn't be alone. And so she let me move in with her. Or whether it was she would spend countless nights with me as a teenager, eating food with me and staying with me and trying to get me to keep it down, and hugging me and holding me and singing to me and just trying to distract me so I could hold in the nutrients that she had just fed me. And now she tells me she's always told me that she's proud of me no matter what I'm doing, but she tells me even more now and just loves and supports me. And I don't know, that means a lot to me, because for me personally, if I'm pushed to do something, I won't do it. I will rebel against it. I will do the opposite. That's just in my nature, and I'm pretty sure that most eating disordered people are like that too. So I guess I would say to never push her, but to keep vocalizing over and over how much you love her and how much you support her getting healthy, and how beautiful and wonderful she is, whether she has an eating disorder or not. Don't ever punish her for it. My mom did that at first because she didn't know how to handle it. She grounded me when she found out I had bulimia because she didn't know how to handle it. She didn't realize that it was just an illness. So don't punish her in any way. I mean, you can't punish her, she's an adult now, but don't punish her in other ways, like, you know, not spending time with her, or not talking to her, or not inviting her to things. Like, just remember that she's your daughter, number one, and that this is the most, in my opinion, difficult disease and addiction to have, because you have to face your addiction every day, otherwise you'll die. So yeah, I don't know. Did that work? I don't know. I hope you get my point, but you're a sweet mommy and she's lucky to have you. Jennifer Half says, but like, what about a therapist? So she's talking about how I am explaining that this is my therapy. So it sounds like she's just wondering, why don't you get a therapist? Because I have in the past, many times. I've been in therapy off and on for, I don't know, 18, 19 years. It just has never worked for me. It's helped me, it's given me tools that I've learned over the years, but I never really incorporated those tools until I started getting better here on YouTube. I love therapy. I love my therapist. I miss her very much. We stopped going because we couldn't afford it anymore, and now I feel that I don't need it anymore, because I feel like this is helping me just as much, maybe more than therapy could. So yeah. Kate Club says, Shanny, I love watching all of your videos. Your most recent Motivation Monday was the funniest. Thank you. I thought it was ridiculous, but aren't they all? The funniest video ever. I laughed so hard for the longest time. I was wondering, when you are having a bad day or just having bad thoughts about yourself, have you ever tried in that moment saying one good thing about yourself? Also, during the hard times, maybe reminding yourself that you have beat Ed and won the battle could be a good idea. Remember, forever and always, you are beautiful, you are worth it, and I am too. Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you. I love you so much, Lee. I used to try things like that, and it just got to the point sometimes where when I'm feeling that low, I don't care to do that. But let's try it. So one thing I love about myself, and this is the question of the day, I want all of you to answer this in the comments below. One thing I love about myself is my really, really, really big heart. Like, it's so big that my ribs hurt all the time. Okay, Hillary Polly says, did you happen to have a gastric emptying test done to know how slow your GI tract is? No, I didn't. Is that a thing? Not that I know of, unless that's one of the millions of tests they did for me when I stayed in the hospital. They could have, and I just didn't know what it was called, but I don't think so. Do you have to eat a special diet? Kind of. I don't really have to eat I just have to stay away from things. Like, for instance, I cannot eat like anything that becomes really okay, how do I explain this? Meat is one of the things. If I eat meat, I have to chew it up really, really a lot and slowly swallow it little bits at a time, because if I swallow a big chunk of meat, that will clog up my digestive tract because it's not very workable anyway. Same thing with like bread. Like, if I eat really doughy bread or like a bagel or a cinnamon roll or something like that, I can't eat that because it will stay in that dough form and clog me up. So I try and stay, like, if I do end up eating those things, I have to, well, I haven't been able to for a while, but before I got my teeth done, I would have to very, 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 very slowly eat them and swallow tiny little swallows at a time and tons of liquid, and it was annoying. Like, just things like that. But I've never really been on, like, I try to eat something with fiber every day, and I try to drink a lot of water, but other than that, not really. I'm just trying to, like, I don't know, but I probably should be. So okay, Haley May Limu Haley Maylamoo. I love it. Question, I don't know if you'll see this because I've asked this before. I saw it. But I've seen how much pain you had to go through with your teeth, so I was wondering if you would have stopped and got help when you were like 23 or 24. Do you think you could have saved most of your teeth? Because I just got my first abscessed tooth pulled. Oh, I'm sorry, that's so painful. Where was I? Oh, pulled, and I have never been in so much pain like that in my life. I feel like it's already too late and I'm going to end up losing all my teeth anyway. But I'm so scared to go through that pain again, and I don't think I could do it. Anyways, I love you and you give me hope, Moo. Thank you, Moo. I love you too. Is that your name, Moo? Or do you just call yourself Moo? Is that your last name? That's adorable. Haley Maylee Moo. Oh, okay. Haley Maylee Moo. I love that so much. Okay. Absolutely. I think that if I had stopped at 23 or 24, even 25, 26, 27, my teeth didn't start chipping away and dying until I was like 28 maybe. And I thought for the longest time that I was fine. I would be like you though. I would get random abscesses and I would get tons of root canals and cavities and things like that. But never did my teeth start to like break and fall out until just a few years ago. So even if you think you're okay, if you feel like you're already an adult, you're already 23, 24, 25, and you haven't lost your teeth yet, I am telling you, there is still time to save your teeth. If you're already seeing things like this abscess, and if you're already experiencing having that pulled, which is one of the most painful things in the world, just imagine that times 30, and that will maybe help you to not stop. That's good that you're scared. That's good that it freaks you out and that you're worried about that pain. So use it and stop, because it's just that easy. Again, just stop. But you know what I mean. Start getting help, because you can do it. And I wish that I would have, absolutely. Aw, my girl Rachel Why did you change it? It used to be Rachel Elizabeth and now it's Rachel Like Rachel BH You're not you're awesome. Can't you just do enemas with water? No, you can't. You need the saline solution or some sort of, I've heard other people do coffee enemas, like put coffee up their bum and it makes them poo, but I've never tried that. But no, the saline that comes in enemas, I'm pretty sure is full of like maybe sodium or something. I don't know. But I know it's not just water, because if I have a hemorrhoid or something, it burns so bad when the solution gets on it. But no, you can't just use water. I wish you could, but no. This is a good question. Okay, Doodle Love 28 says, hi Shanny, hi! Question for you. Not being able to eat solid foods for 6 months seems like an awfully long time for your mouth to heal. Tell me about it. Is there another reason to not be able to chew using your dentures other than the pain? Just curious, thanks. This is such a good question, because I had the same question over and over, and I asked my surgeons over and over, why can I not eat solid foods for 6 months? What's the big deal? Like, I mean, most of the incisions and the holes are... Sorry, Mom. Are starting to heal now. I still have a few that are really, really sore. I still have the stitches in on these bottom ones, but it's also has to do something, it has to do more so with the gums than the teeth itself, because the gums have to become strong enough around my bone and around the little implant post things that they put in to hold permanent teeth forever. Like, it's basically just going easy on my gums so that my gums can have the best chance of being the strongest to hold something forever in the end. Do you know what I mean? So like chewing a lot of hard things puts a lot more pressure and damages your gums, because your dentures are not, I mean, they're not in all the way. Mine are glued in kind of right now, but they're still loose and they still wiggle. So if I'm to chew something really hard, it would still move and press against my gums and irritate them. So that's how I understand it. I'm sure there's more medical reasons, but that's what I took away from every time I asked them, because I was like, seriously? 6 months? Rude. Kiki Nielsen, do you live in Utah? I do live in Utah.